Yay. Ooh, I was close to on 10. Dang it. Hi, come on over. Got some really good news for those who are willing to hear it. Yeah. I don't know, you guys, there's a major heaviness, all right? So I'm acknowledging that. The heaviness is nuts. I don't know why it's a little blurry. Brand new camera. I don't know how to unblurry this one. If that makes sense. So that's better. Whatever I did, touch it with my thumb. Come on and say hi so I know the comments are working. I don't have a lot of followers yet, so I don't think I'm going to censor this some. Hi, Kathleen. Yay! Whoop, whoop. Yeah. You guys, I would definitely start taking your pictures off Facebook just in case. I know there's something going to go down quicker than the 20th. I don't think we're going to make it to the 20th for inauguration. Let's just put it that way. I got word that some stuff's going down. So I would just be mindful. Hi, Angela. Just be mindful. Just copy your pictures down. As long as you have to get off there, just make sure in case it is shut down, you've got what you need off of there. Okay, that is my advice right away. And normally I wouldn't ever say that unless I have a good reason. Good. I'm glad you did, Kathleen. Good. Yeah. Knowing what I know and watching what I saw go down, people aren't going to get away with it. So all the darkness has got to fall away, right? So anything that was built on darkness, anything that is housing darkness. And I'm going to tell you, I went back on today, and I just got chills with that too. But I went back on there today, and just today, I feel like shit. Like it was so dark and so heavy and so horrible. And I could feel like people I once worked with, people who were supposed to be my mentors, throwing shade and so much hate. And it's heavy. It's really heavy. So that's what's going on. And I would encourage everybody to stay out of that heaviness the best that we can. It's super, super hard. Hi, Roger. I'm doing great. Got a little heavier because I opened my Facebook account back up just to make sure I got everybody's emails and I got all the pictures I wanted off of there. I thought we would even have a little bit more time. It is awful, isn't it, Kathleen? It's because the darkness is rising, and what's great is now you can see people's true colors for the first time ever, right? Like that is their true colors, so please don't try to repaint them. Just stay back and send light. Like that's all we can do. Put up protections, my guides are saying. They're super, super, super important. I woke up at 1 o'clock the night before, and I knew there was a shift. I knew something happened. I got a little bit of a validation today. I follow a guy on here who was a Navy SEAL. Okay, he was in the Army. He's a Navy SEAL. So Angela, I would say anything to do with Facebook is at risk of being shut down permanently. And that's just what it is. I can't guarantee it's going to be shut down permanently and not rebuilt with light. Like we're not good people rebuilding it. I know I saw the manufacturer of Facebook. I won't name names. Either, the way Spirit shows things can be cryptic, but they showed me him passed away. Whatever that means, I feel like it just means that creation will be no longer in a lot of ways. And so I trust my guides, and I can guarantee this because I've been a part of it this whole entire year. Like I know what I've put out there, and I know what other people have put out there. And I'm not like all the other light workers, you guys. They call me a master psychic healer, okay? And people who've worked with me know that I generally know what the hell I'm talking about. So with all that being said, it's interesting to me because this media outlet is not one that I see going down all the way. I feel like there will be a shift within it as well. So any kind of darkness anywhere. If you haven't noticed, Facebook is rampant with like a lot of dark, heavy energy right now. A lot of people that I know left Facebook a long time ago. Donita, I don't know if she's going to come on my lives here. I hope she does. She left a long time ago on Facebook. I know DK Brain Nerd, who is an astrologist, left Facebook a long time ago because they were built on shit. They were part of the control. They were part of all this falsehood that's about to go down. And if you don't believe it is, then I would say I'm going to send light your way, right? Because maybe there's some darkness shrouding you. Like, there's some stuff about to go down, you guys. And I'm excited. Like, I was thinking, when's the 20th? We have 10 days. 10 days. And then what I heard today is we may not have any time at all. I mean, this shift might be happening like ASAP. And I'm like so excited. Like, I'm so excited. Yes, Angela. Yes, you can. And I'm learning how to do that. So I have one on here that I had a guest on. And I did it through Zoom. So I like Zoom. There's other outlets that you can use, but Zoom isn't that expensive and it has a variety of things. But you can use Zoom to create videos to go live on YouTube. So if you're looking for a video editor, I use Wondershare. Does that answer your question? So I use Wondershare at Filmora, and I pay for a yearly subscription. And that's how I create some of my videos. I also pay for binaural beats, and then I channel everything that I need for them. So does that kind of answer your question? So for YouTube, there's other film editors. YouTube has their own film editor, but I know a lot of YouTube creators use. I don't. Hi, Katie. Hi, everybody. Come on over. So I hope that answered your question. There's a lot that you can do with a lot of different things. Now, I feel like some of us might be concerned that if things crumble in such a way, are we going to still have money? Are we going to still have things? Yes, I don't see any of that necessarily going away. All of what was nasty will fall. So you'll see things change, right? But not everything's going to go away. If you don't believe me, just hang in there. Trust me. I don't say things I don't know that are true for beyond a shadow of a doubt. Facebook will absolutely fall in a massive way. Being rebuilt, being taken over by a good person is possible. I don't see that, but it's possible, okay? Roger, yeah, absolutely. I was going to say donations are recommended today because I kind of need it, but I know we all need help too, you know? So I will do the best that I can, trying to get messages out today. But I feel like people need to know that, so I've been saying for a long time that what was going on this last year was having all the darkness get shaken up, right? And any of you who followed me on Facebook, you've heard me say that before. I've done a lot more lives on Facebook than I did on YouTube prior. But there is a lot of darkness being shaken up, and this is within ourselves. This is in the collective on a huge, huge way. You can give any content you want for free. It costs money to do nice videos. You know what I mean? The ones that I put out, not these lives, but my binaural beats and my other things, you guys, I create them, I channel them, and I pay for them. So that would cost money. It all depends on what you're looking to do. So yes, I give a lot of content out for free on here. I did on Facebook mostly, but I'm switching over. And then my Patreon members always get stuff for free too. So yeah, there's always ways around that. Absolutely. I wouldn't worry about that too much. A lot of people on YouTube give it out for free. They just ask for you to like and subscribe, right? Because if we get the subscribers, that takes care of it. The more subscribers, I did call it all a year ago, Kathleen. You're absolutely right. So here's the thing, you guys. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. My story is not usual, okay? I'm not like every light worker. And I knew that from the moment I had my Kundalini awakening because that's what I was told. And I hated hearing that. Like, what do you mean I'm not like everybody else? I fought with God. I did. I was upset and I cried for a long time over that one, but I finally get it now. I am what they call a master psychic healer. And that took me a long time to digest that too. Like, what does that mean? I'm not better than anybody. No. And when people hear that, they automatically assume, right? So that checks your vibration. If you're making assumptions, I would wonder about your vibration. Um, so don't assume anything about me. I'm not, don't think in any way I'm better than everybody. I will be the first to tell you we all have the same capabilities and abilities. It just depends on how far you're willing to surrender to the light. And right now is telling you who is willing to surrender to the light and who isn't, because you're about to see a massive, massive shift occur within your reality. I don't care who you are. If you want to take what happened within the mass collective and within the media outlets as face value, you're going to be hit hard with truths and reality over the next coming week. I was thinking we had 10 days. I don't think so anymore. The hands are being forced for things to shift quicker. And so I would just say, hang on to your bootstraps, stay in love and light, and don't get caught up in all the hatred, because it is rampant right now. And if I've already offended people and I've lost people, that's okay. I'm good with that. I want to be here to help you guys. So yes, I'm here to do messages today. And if you would send a donation, I would really appreciate it. If not, I understand. I just saw 1111 too. You guys, this is real. This is absolutely real. So I will tell you a little bit about me. All right? Because I don't think that people really understand who I am. I always kept it kind of secret. I've always had abilities. I've always been a healer. I ignored it. I shunned it. I grew up in a druggy household, straight up. I associated drugs with the psychic abilities because my grandmother was a tarot card reader, and my mother would talk about things, and I didn't like her very much. She wasn't always very nice to me. She was always stuck in her druggy world, and that was where I grew up. So with that being said, I associated spirituality with drugs. And so I shunned my gifts. I'm like, I'm not going to be a druggie, so I'm not going to do any of that. And that was my reality for a long time. I would still do things for my ex-husband. I realized I was healing him and things like that. And so things would still come out. Back in 2019, I watched my father die very slowly. And with all the other trauma that I was under, that sparked me to just completely shut down. In reality, I just shut down. I went to therapy. The therapist told me you're fine. I've been diagnosed with all of the crap I've been through with OCD and severe anxiety. So PTSD, OCD. And that didn't answer my questions, I'm like, no, you're not. There's something else. And so I started listening more to my intuition. This is how it happened for me. This is how my mass awakening occurred. My massive, I should say, awakening occurred for me. I started searching inside. I started listening to my heart because my heart was hurting. I felt like I was going to have a heart attack all the time. Things were not okay. And the doctors were like, you're fine. I'm surprised you're not all druggy, blah, 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 with everything you've been through. And it's like, you guys are not helping me. So as I started going within and just sitting in silence and trying to calm my heart space, that's really how it happened. I just started breathing and imagining calmness coming into my chest. That's literally how I started doing it. Turns out that's a specific type of meditation, like, yes, that I didn't realize. Sorry, she's here. So that's what I did. I started trying to draw energy up to my chest to calm my heart space, Then I got nudged into this thing that I found, and I went into, and I won't name the name because I won't promote it. She was not kind. It was not a good experience. It just helped my process. So I won't promote where I came from or learned some things from. But that was part of my process. I was nudged into something. And so I started doing, these little meditations. As I did that, I was also listening to my intuition, listening to videos on YouTube, the hertz, right? So 888 hertz. Things like that would spark my interest. I listened to people talking about manifesting. Just things started sparking my interest. The next thing I knew, I had a massive Kundalini awakening. Massive. I went into meditation, was doing the normal things. It was starting to make me feel better every day. So I was sticking with it. It was like this energy just shot up from the base of my spine. Somebody tried to tell me it was sexual energy. Please be careful where you get your energy, your information from about Kundalini awakenings. I realize people are blowing smoke up people's ass right now, so just hang in there. Give things a little bit of time to research some things. But it was like this mass energy shot up from the base of my spine all the way up my back and into my head, and I could feel it. It was like euphoric. It was like the most beautiful, intense feeling I'd ever had. And then all of a sudden I was seeing in colors. All of a sudden I was seeing different timelines. All of a sudden I was seeing things I had no idea what they were, and I'm getting chills. I was seeing spirits in my home where I was at. It was in Manitou. Not all bad things come out of Manitou. Somebody told me that too, and I wanted to just run. But anywho, I started seeing things like crazy, and not one person would help me. Like the person who was supposed to be my mentor at the time straight up told me I didn't need her help. And so I was lost for a little while. I couldn't function in reality anymore. I couldn't function in reality. I heard people's thoughts. It was spirituality times insane. So then that sparked my whole trying to understand, listening to my guides. You guys, it was crazy. I can't even describe to everything that I saw and experienced within that time frame. Then it became 2 years of massive healing for myself. Okay. In that time, creator of all that is who I do talk to a lot. So if you don't think I'm highly connected, work with me. He actually would tell me things like, you're not like the others. And that would upset me. When I was in meditation, I'd get really upset and I would fight with him. I fought with spirit the whole way through my awakening, no joke. Yes, I am like the others. Oh, and I get so upset. Never fit in. And all this other stuff. I didn't know what star seeds were. I didn't know what Pleiadians were, which I am a Pleiadian through and through. I've only been here to Earth, they say, 10 times for the same kind of purpose, you guys. I know this is not anything I would ever admit before, but I'm being free and open now. I come for the same specific purpose, to raise the vibration of the planet. This time, we get to ascend. That's been happening. I'm sure you guys have heard it all over this last year. We're on a massive ascension. The world is ascending. We're ascending into a higher light. Yes, we are. You cannot go back to the way things were. The way things were was such a horrible infrastructure. When you guys learn the realities of everything that you've been living in and being dictated at, and it's going to hit you hard. I had a workshop that I did. I think Donita was with me on that one. A lot of souls came out of Mount Shasta through our presidential structure for many years, you guys. And these were all kids. I could throw up knowing what I've seen. It's no joke. It's all on recording. I've done this over the last year. I have things keep coming through. I've seen the carnage. I've seen the bloodshed. I know who they are. Okay. I've been a part of breaking down the infrastructure. I can show it to you. A lot of us have been. I've had my own things, right, that I've had to do, and everybody's had their own. But we've all taken part in raising the vibration. Light workers have been taken apart and waking people up, diligently doing the work over the last year. You can see it. They were diligently doing the work, right? Wholeheartedly committed. I thought the stuff that I was seeing was really out there, but the more I kept seeing and experiencing, you can't deny it. You cannot deny these changes. You cannot deny what is happening. You just can't. And it's here, and it's happening now. I will tell you, don't be surprised if the internet blacks out for a moment in time when the shit hits the fan. It may happen because the media is extremely corrupt. FACEBOOK is a part of that, okay? And when you saw them strong hand the person who is still the president, it let me know that it was time, okay? And so that's why the moment I said I'm off Facebook, I had people that I went through my mentor program with turning their backs on me, calling me brainwashed and things of that nature. You guys are not brainwashed. I've worked with spirit. I'm highly connected. And if you don't believe me, work with me. I dare you. That's all I can say. It's I'm not afraid to prove myself. Oh, Angela, you've got to be really careful. So I would say, and that reminds me of something, you guys, is I had another person come to me, say he was a healer. he put me in hypnosis. He kept trying to get information he wasn't allowed to get. Like, I would come right back out and come right to myself. And after he left, I felt like shit for days. Like, I had to clear my energy of his. He was also one of the ones that was like, bye. Like, you have to be very careful, okay? Oh, Roger, you're so sweet. He's like, give this lovely lady some likes and some shares before there's a black light. Roger's been with me for how long, Roger? Roger, how long have you been following me? Like, over a year, right? You've kind of watched my development. Like, it was nuts, you guys. Like, it's totally nuts. Roger can contest, right? He's followed me. He's worked with me through my lives. You know, I always am providing him messages and kind of helped him along as well. You've been a part of my soul tribe, right? Donita as well. She's been with me for a while too. Like, a lot of you are. Yeah, see, like, it's been nuts, you guys. So I'm not trying to convince you, but I will tell you, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the world you once lived in is no longer available. Okay? All the stuff you've seen recently is the epitome of everything they would do to you. Like, straight up. They would kill you. They will maim you. They will deface you. This is what they would do, and this is how they would keep and maintain their level of happiness, regardless of anybody else's. Aw, thank you, Roger. I'm glad you're in my tribe too. Yeah, so, you know, Spirit told me a year ago, like Kathleen mentioned, and back then I was just learning how to channel messages. I would still pretty much say it the same way, except for I may have been a little bit more pushy on it, right? Yeah, see? I saw voting was fraud, and look what's happened, you guys. And now all of a sudden that doesn't matter anymore. He was proving that. Why do you think it went down like that the other day? That's the only reason, was to shut him up, just like they do everybody else. And so, aw, thank you, Donita. Me too, you guys. You're my family too. I'm just as fortunate to have you guys with me as you are to be with me. Like, seriously, I love you guys just as much, okay? And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm going to give out messages today. And like I said, if you guys would donate, that would be great. I'm not going to command it or demand it today in return, in exchange for messages. But I would really appreciate it. You know, I need it too. This is what I do for a living, and with the energy, I've kind of postponed my workshops, and I've got my healing retreat on the 15th that my Patreons get for free, right? Thank you, Angela. I'd like to meet you too. I think you're awesome too. But so, you know, I'm going to give out messages today. If you want to hang in there with me, absolutely. If you wish to donate, please do so. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. I usually do include my PayPal. If you want it, let me know. But with that being said, I'm here today for you guys. I'll do a little bit of a protection. I already started doing that before we came on, because it's super important right now for us to all be protected, okay? And I will go ahead and give out some messages, some love and guidance. And my new seeing bowls, so I might just do a little bit of a third eye activation. I didn't like the live that I did. I mean, I liked it, but I will improve on it. Something happened with the volume and trying to do the binaural beats. And so it's a learning experience for me too. So just know it'll get better and better. But, you know, and then I'll use my wand and kind of cleanse our space, right? Aww. She's like, I forget who told me to watch it, but you were awesome. Thank you. So let me know the word's kind of getting around. You know, I was never a pushy. So if you guys have heard of me, it's because of somebody I've worked with, generally speaking. Aw, thank you, Roger. Yeah, I've been coming into myself a little bit, but in order to do that, I've had to let go of a lot, you guys. I had to heal too a lot. So those of you who have stuck with me, I totally appreciate you, because I've had moments where I just wanted to shut down too over the last year. Because I was, you know, I came from extreme abuse. I was the light born into the darkness for a reason. So I haven't had a lot of beautiful moments myself. So I had a lot of healing I had to do. But I did it. I did the work. I know how hard it can be. And there's some people right now that don't assume they're dark, but they have darkness rising too. But it's for them to release it, right? So some of them are going to want to, and some of them aren't. And the ones that aren't, we're just going to have to say, I wish you well. And that's the reality. Oh, cool. That's so cool. Love it. That's so cool. It's good to hear, Katie. Thank you. Yeah. So you guys, I have a modality that I'll be bringing forth too. It's a new modality. Not to mention, part of what I do is teach people how to use things the correct way. So it's not that they weren't correct before, but things like Reiki, like, do you really need to borrow anybody's energy? No, we don't anymore. Okay. And so if anybody's interested, that's what I'm going to be going into now. That's what Spirit's showing me next. It's going to be up-leveling people's abilities, how they do them. A part of what I do is teaching people the right way. So my old, not mentor, she was supposed to be my mentor, but she wasn't, had brought forth theta, right? Theta healing. I tried to do it and I don't relate with it that way. So for me, it's totally different. And so I'm going to be teaching everybody how to do things in a new way these next coming years. It's already coming up for me. I can already feel it in my system. You guys, I can go into people's bodies and I can see the insides of your body. It's really weird, but I'm really excited to bring forth what is waiting for me to bring forth and to help everybody else come into this beautiful opportunities of these higher lights. Yeah, it is super coolio. And to teach you how to use the earth light to heal yourself and to heal others. Okay. Now, no joke, the other day I had a lady telling me that I was going to kill myself because I had a Kundalini awakening. So each time I use that energy to heal others, I'm killing myself. Please be careful where you get information from. I will tell you that again and again and again. Watch out where you get information from. Not everybody can have Kundalini awakening for a reason. Maybe as we come into this, what they're calling heaven on earth, it will be accessed more easily by everybody. But until then, it was a dangerous energy. Not a dangerous energy. When it comes into the wrong hands, can be used in a dangerous way. But it had nothing to do with how I heal and the energy that we use. And so you can definitely draw up the earth's light. I've been trying to teach people how to do that. So pay attention to how I heal you. You guys, you can start doing that too. Like, it's super awesome. I'm so excited. Aww. Aw, Kathleen, I love you too, girl. Like, seriously, you guys have helped me too, just simply for the fact you've been with me, and every time we're helping each other, right? Like, it's truly, genuinely, mutually beneficial. So thank you too for being a part of my soul tribe. Like, I love you guys so, so, so much. Like, truly I do. Okay? I do. Like, I get chills as I say it. Like, I can't even express to you how important. There was another orb. Holy shit. You guys, the last few videos, I don't have wind in here. My window's closed, or you'd be hearing the outside. I'm barely moving on my chair, and there's orbs. So pay attention to the orbs. Hi, Descent. See, Descent is another one that I've watched wake up after she used my courses too. So you guys, this is awesome. I'm so thankful you're all here. So I've kind of finally given a true introduction into who I am. I can remote view. I'm telepathic. I don't even like the word remote view. I feel like I just go there. It's like I astral travel in the day. So what do they call that? I don't even know all the terms for all these things. I just know I do them. I don't study by the books. I study by spirit. I meditate and I do what I'm prompted to do. Okay. I knew there was voting fraud. I knew Biden wouldn't remain in office. He can't, because it's part of our ascension. Putting protections up against my thing. I'm small, so hopefully I don't get messed with. I also know that we don't have time now to get your stuff off of the other social media outlets, okay, because they were all developed within the same negative click, same negative energy aspect, same what people calling mind control, all that kind of stuff. I don't care what you want to call it. I just know that all of the old ways can no longer be, okay? And so there was a new one called Parler, and if you guys are paying attention, they shut that down for a reason, okay? So they're trying to, a month ago I kept saying they're trying to do recon. How do we fix this? How do we fix this? Well, they came up with their plans, and now they're implementing them. They're just not working. People who didn't wake up during the mass awakening are being extremely affected. So they all of a sudden switched. They're being very hatred, okay? Yeah, Donita saw that, yes. So, just be very careful right now. That's why I'm not pushing people to follow me to any new outlets yet, okay? We have to let the cards fall a little bit, which they're going to do within the next week, period. So I will advise you, and I got chills as I just said that. That's validations from spirit for me. I will advise you to get your pictures off of those things and make sure they're downloaded and safe in a safe space, okay? Because I don't know how far the shutdown is going to go with those outlets, all right? I just know they won't be. Yeah, it is intense, Angela. Oh my God, you guys. Yes, this is like so intense. And so, like I said yesterday or a few days ago when I saw that go down, I knew immediately what was going to happen to Facebook because Spirit told me a while ago the person who created that outlet that we all know is the creator is no longer like, finite, done. I speak English, so I probably said that wrong. So forgive me. He's done. He's not going to be around anymore, okay? And the way they showed me that is he's deceased, to whether he is or not. I don't see him in the spiritual realm. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying Spirit gave me the warning. Then I saw all that happen. So I immediately said, I'm out of here. And boy, did I get people going, bye, thank God. Oh, you're brainwashed, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but I kind of was expecting it. Spirit warned me. I've got spiritual daggers thrown at me all the time. Anybody who works in the light, generally speaking, like Angela is talking about, we get weirdos who want to stop us. We get energy that wants to take ours and leave us theirs. And it's not always the brightest, right? So all that being said, I would recommend staying in your little bubble for this week. Be very protected. Everything you do, just imagine a white light around you, like no joke. Protect your pictures, take them off, okay? Doesn't mean you have to shut it down. I don't know when it's going to get shut down. There's a lot of creators still creating on there. I get that. That's where others made their money. I get that. I can't be back on there anymore like that. My guides say nope. And I went on there today to get more stuff off. And you can feel the darkness. You can feel the hatred and the negativity and it's just not good. Okay? So that is a warning for this week. Spirit's like little nudge, my nudge to say, hey, this is coming, whether you believe me or not. Just at least protect your pictures, right? Like, why wouldn't you want to? You know, even if you're like, that lady's crazy, but I'm just going to take my pictures off just in case. And then go about your business. I would feel better. Okay, and stay the hell away from that vaccine. There's a reason why they're trying to push before all this went down. Because once it switches, that vaccine is probably going to go away. And so will the virus, because the vibration is raising of the planet. That's why all the darkness is also rising. Okay. See, Donita? Yes, that's what I was, Donita. I don't know if you don't mind, but I was kind of talking about you before, so I'm glad you're here. I told everybody that you also listened to that a long time ago. People that I knew that were of the light left Facebook a long time ago. And you were one of them. DK Brainerd was one of them. And he's an astrologer, so, you know, I don't mind plugging his name in there. But, you know, it's like people have already heeded that warning. I stayed on because my job is to help people. I'm a humanitarian. It's in my chart. Okay, I help save the world. I'm not a light worker. I help the light workers. That's who I am. I'm outside. Spirits always show me that. You've got the dark, you've got the light, and I'm always in the middle. Okay? I'm not like everybody else. And I'm owning that now. I'm okay with that now. All right? Oh, Angela, you can't stop them. And I'm sorry. And so just, you know, I've heard the first one is a placebo. Cross our fingers that they're just getting the placebo. But I feel like once it switches, but, you know, let's just hold space, because I do know that something happened last night, you guys. Okay, I told you there was a shift. I felt it, and I happened to know through the military side, through somebody who was in the military. He's very active in info and intel. That stuff's going down. It's going down beforehand. Okay, so we don't have to wait until the 20th. And I just got chills again when I said that. It's going down early. All right. This whole mask thing is going to be a thing of the past soon. I know that for a fact. The virus will be a thing of the past soon. I know that for a fact. It was man-made. It was a coercion thing. It was in cahoots from the same people who were trying to keep you quiet, from the same people who did the fraud, from the same people, blah, 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 that we're spewing out of the earth right now. It's like we are purging. This is what I call the great purge, okay? We're purging the darkness. Straight up. Let's purge it, right? Let's purge it. And it's not to say that people who are not awake are not going to survive this. They are. You just got to have love in your heart, right? So stay in the love and the light. The pandemic, that's right. You got it, Angela. It will fade quickly. I had heard by March, all of it will be gone. Like all of it will be a complete thing of the past. So I'm holding space for that. I don't solidify in time through spirit, but as I said that, I got chills again. Yeah, if you're having second thoughts, just maybe hold off for a second. Because when things go down, okay, I'm also seeing there might be blackouts all over. I know that with the Vatican there was a blackout, and I heard that he is no longer, the POPE was already taken down for really bad things against kids. Okay, see? So let's think, but it could be earlier, right? It could be earlier, right, Angela? She heard March too. And see, I get emotional about this because you guys have been healing this. I've been helping bring it out of the planet for the last year. It's no joke. I have it in recording. It's through my workshops. Spirit works through me in mysterious ways. I am not like any light worker you've ever met and maybe will ever meet. Okay, I help the light workers. That's who I am. So those that are generally drawn to me have major gifts and had a purpose. You guys are all part of the front line. I guarantee you that. Okay, so you're all going to have people. Yes, Jacinth, even you, sunshine, okay? I know all the time you don't think you're that, but you so are. And we're all going to have people that need us after this. Okay, so just hold space for that. That's what's coming. It's nuts, and I'm super excited. So I already know that things have been invoked. Things are going into play because we didn't have a choice. They didn't have a choice, not we. I don't have a part of that. I'm the spiritual side, right? But like, this is real, you guys. This is not a joke, okay? And so just hold space that what is being presented at face value is completely part of all of what's falling away. Because there's so much corruption within the things that we use to be social, they may get knocked down as all this goes down this week. Okay, so be mindful. I won't guarantee that, but it's in the air. It's a possibility. It happened wherever the Pope is in the Vatican. Recently, there was a blackout and he was taken down. That's the reality. They don't put it out there yet, but you'll soon see. No, Katie, no. That's why there's a rush, though, because they are trying to spew out everything that they can to block it. And so if you guys would really pay attention, okay, they were going with the fraud, voting's fraud. You had all these senators lining up ready to fight this, okay, and anybody in past history would have been assassinated if they did this stuff, okay. All of this was a thing until that day, right? That day, they switched the focus. They did what they usually do and switched the focus. No, Katie, no. BIDM is not going to have anything to do with it. He's going to be out. He cannot stay in there. It was all a farce. It was them trying to push it for a reason, okay? The darkness must fall. The corruption must fall. So with that being said, what they did the other day was beyond okay. It was extremely false. Whether you want to believe me or not, just wait, you'll see. They are grabbing at straws. They are manipulating. This is, and you know, some people are going to have to wake up to the reality that we've all been manipulated for years. They have already taken into action the next steps, which was going to be a little bit longer than what it is. So that's what I'm telling you. I got word it's coming fast. I got word to expect it to happen at a rapid pace now. And my guys are solidifying that they're validating that for me. So that's my message today. Protect your pictures, protect your stuff, protect your energy. The darkness is coming out individually and collectively, just like I saw people might get a little more violent before they get better. And this could be loved ones. This could be obviously people who we thought were our friends stabbing us in the back, thinking we're cuckoo, right? A lot of spiritual people get that label put on them. Oh, she's a conspiracy. I'm not a damn conspiracy theorist. I am somebody who is not from here. I'm what they call a star seed. I'm an alien. I'm an implant. I'm here to help humanity. Do the research. I helped raise Atlantis. I can't deny that it happened. I have a witness. I've been doing all of this. So if that's the case, just wait to what we're going to come into. They're calling it heaven on earth. You can see other spiritual people talking about it, you guys. This is a reality. So just be excited. Stay in the love and the light. Stay in the protection. Okay, it's super hard. It is really hard. I'm an extreme sensitive, and I feel it. I just want to throw up half the time. Today I wanted to cry. Facebook is really, really dark now. Like I said, I just activated to get more off of there, and I'm like in hatred mode. Like it doesn't feel good. Okay, so yes, that's rampant. There's so much corruption, and it's all about to be exposed, but it can only be exposed once this occurs. Okay, so you're gonna see people go down. You're gonna see people get put in handcuffs. You're gonna see people be exposed. Okay, and I have been pulling cards on that. Look at my general messages. Secrets are going to be surfaced. Stay out of the I told you so's. Please stay out of the I told you so's. Don't lower your vibration. Anybody who wants to send hate at you, which there's a lot of them right now with me, please just step away. Put up protections. Shut it down. We cannot respond with the like, okay? Because all of that is going to be removed. So if you're housing any of that within your system, it's not going to be pleasant for you. And that's the truth. Okay? Please, you don't have to take what I say at face value. Research it. All right? Again, I'm not like the others. I am not just some healer. I am what my guides call, and I also, every time I go into my own Akashic records, I see the Creator. That's like who I go to. Okay? I don't have a lot of, I've got like a certain few angels that I've always worked with. Jesus, Metatron, Sandalphon comes to me as a seraphim angel. Look that up. Look it up. Not everybody has that experience. Okay, there's a reason. I'm not better than anybody. I'm here to help everybody. I'm here to help the light workers. I'm here to bring new modalities. I'm here to help people who've used the older modalities learn how to use them for themselves, right? So you don't have to borrow Reiki energy. You don't have to do those researches with theta. It's all within you. You guys, you should watch how I work, man. I go in your chakras and I can see everything about you in your chakras. I can do everything right then and there. I don't have to try to go through the layers up to the Creator, whatever the hell theta has you do. It's very complicated and it's not necessary. And it was for people who worked at a denser energy. Okay. So not only is that going to shift, we're going to shift in gifts. We're going to shift in abilities. And I'm so excited to bring those forth. Like that, I'm ready for. So I'm ready for the shift. Oh, is he really, Angela? I didn't know that. I also heard that he was supposedly here. He is one of my right-hand guys. He comes to me when I'm low and brings me music. Like he appears to me as a seraphim. He's very, very powerful. Him and Metatron both are my right hand. Like they've been with me this whole year. And so has Jesus always comes through my healings. You guys, my healings are getting intense. I've seen people's DNA now. Like it's nuts. So like I'm so excited to bring forth these new things. I really can't wait. So just know that this heaviness is temporary, very temporary. It's not going to last this year. Okay? It's not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, so he is, yeah, that is so cool, Angela. I love that. Not everybody gets to work with him, so it's really cool. And I've lost people just talking about this stuff, and I'm okay with that. I don't know who left me, but whatever. So yeah, that's what's up. If you guys don't believe me, please do the research. Like I said, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I am who I am. I am who I am, and I'm here to help, and I'm here to heal. And now we've gotten through the mass awakening, so now we get to step into the next parts of this stuff, the next happy places, the next, part of raising in love and light, and so on and so forth. And I can't wait. I really can't wait, but I will tell you, the changes are coming quicker than not, so please protect yourself. So for those of you who stayed with me, I don't know who left. Who's still here? Let me know. I know Angela is. I know Katie is. Kathleen probably is. They're the last one to comment did. So who else is with me still? Let me know. I had 10. I'm at 8, according to my numbers. Me. Cool. Angela is. Kathleen is. And again, you guys, if you think I'm trying to talk out my ass and think I'm better than it, because I can hear somebody saying that, I don't know if it's here or later. I'm not. I'm here to help you be you, because all of you can do exactly what I do. I'll be the first one to tell you that. Yeah, just like this. So you can all do exactly what I do. So don't ever think that I think I'm better than anybody. I don't. I'm just not a light worker. I am a master psychic healer. I am here to help the world. Damina's here. Angela, Kathleen, Jacinth. Whoop, whoop. All right. So if you guys got a specific, let me know. I gave the spiritual message. I believe that's really what they want you to know. I will pull a card just to solidify the messages I gave to you. Everything I get from Source. I get from the Galactic Council. I get from Ashtar. These are all beings that are of higher lights, and that's who's come through me this last year and works with me. Sweet. All right. So Roger, I don't know where he went. I look at that, my numbers are going way down because they finally opened up about who I am, maybe. Who cares? You're moving and building this year, as long as it's later in the year, like within at least 2 months away, you're good. The shift is already here. I think it's within the next week or two. I mean, crap's going to really hit for everybody to see, but people like us are going to finally be like, oh, it's lighter, it feels so good. You're good. I would say congratulations. Move on, rock on, enjoy. Yeah, congratulations. That's what I'm hearing, Angela. Yeah, I'd say you're good to go. I wouldn't worry at all. Honestly, I feel like once this happens, you're not going to have these things shoved down your throat anymore. You're not going to be mandated to vaccinate unless the country you're moving to is requiring it. All right, so... Yes, for the collective, Jacinth, absolutely. So I did the message. The message is the shifts are here quicker than you expected. Truths are about to surface on a mass level. Protect yourself, okay? Protect your energy. Stay in love and light, they're saying. And just be very careful because darkness is coming out of individuals on a mass level. You guys, even spiritual people, there's a lot of darkness surfacing. So please, please, please be diligent. And that's not in all of us, but you can tell, okay? If it doesn't feel good, run. Like I said, I had a lady who was supposed to be all that in a bag of chips telling me I'm going to die because I had a Kundalini awakening. Like, you don't tell people that. And if that was the case, anybody throughout history who had a Kundalini awakening would have died. And that's not the case. So just Spirit's message without the cards. Jacinth is be very careful where you're listening to your source. Be ready for possibilities to come. But just know you're going to be fine. Like, I don't see food disappearing. Some people have talked about having to, like, can food, and maybe that's their reality. But it's not what's being shown for me, okay? Yes, see, yes, just they can work through our loved ones. No, it's not them. Yes, that's absolutely true. So, there's darkness surfacing. So those of us who didn't heal are going to have things coming up. And what do we do when we hurt? We project, right? We take it out on people. So you have to do some discernment. Just because somebody's hurting and maybe calling you the B word doesn't mean they're evil, okay? But you can tell. Like, you can seriously tell. If there is no talking to people, if there's no getting through to people and they just want to hurt you, run, okay? Put up protections and just run. And there is a difference. Use some discernment, okay? Use some judgment. Feel into it, because as a psychologist, I know the reason why people do things. Yes, I'm also educated. I have a psychology degree. I have a medical background. Usually healers generally come from a place of helping people anyway, so we usually pick careers that help people. But yeah, so be very careful. Use your discernment. I know why people will act out. Some of us don't, right? We just take their actions as they're not okay. But again, so just make sure if they're not projecting or if they are part of the corruption that must fall, because not everybody will stay, and that's just the way it is, okay? We've talked about this for the last year. Any light worker has talked about this for the last year, that we're ascending, and some people chose to ascend, some people didn't, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I would say be very careful. Don't assume anything. Use your best judgment. Use how they make you feel. If you feel sad for them, generally speaking, you might need to help them, right? If they make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, run. If they won't listen to what you have to say, maybe you can't help them. Okay, so just use your discernment, use your protections, and get your shit off Facebook. And yes, light workers can cuss. Yes, light workers have bad days. I'm human. I used to be a pothead. Y'all, I had to quit when I had my awakening. That's who I am. I was not perfect either, right? Nobody's perfect. So let's keep that in mind too. Okay, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. We all got a past, right? I'm sure, the man in the house now has had a past. That's why people will judge him off that. But does that necessarily make him a bad person? No. Does that mean he wants to hurt the public? No. I could be fake. You gotta beware of fake. Beware of somebody who's gonna tell you, oh, you're so sweet. This is gonna save your life. I can help you. Like, I know exactly what you need. Let me help you. And then they put a dagger in your back. Right? Okay? That's what the world you lived in. So just watch out for that. Trust your instinct. Okay? So that was the message. Now I'll do a card for the collective. I'm hearing one from this, one from that, and one from that deck. And then I'll do personal messages. Okay? That's what's up. All right. So cool. I only saw one orb. I don't know if y'all have seen any. Last live I did, my kids and I were watching, last video I did, my kids and I were watching it. And man, there was like so many orbs. It was crazy. It's so cool. That's a new thing, and I like it. I like it a lot. Don't know, I'm in a weird mood. Okay. Cards for the collective, please. What does the collective need to know? Okay, so right away I heard trust the process. Okay, this is all a part of the process. We're shaking up the muck so it can be removed. I've said that for the last year. We are shaking up the darkness. It's happening individually and collectively on a mass level. And I don't care who you are, it's going to affect you. I don't care if you live in Timbuktu, it's all affecting you. Isn't that funny how the US of A affects every country in the world? Ha! Go figure. All right. So what is this? Everybody needs to know. What is coming? One from that one, I'm going to look at it yet. I like to be surprised too. All right. From this deck, what does the collective need to know? What message do you have for them? So I'm actually getting a visual as I asked for that, and I feel like we're going to be walking new paths. That's what they're showing me. We're all going to start a new path. It's like we are getting our new path. It's like paving the way for newness. That's what's up. That's what's coming up. It's paving the way for newness. All right. I'll tell you something else. There's some people who say JFK is coming back. JFK Jr. is not dead, and he's coming back. Spirit didn't show me that necessarily. I saw some other stuff, but I wouldn't doubt it. I know, right, Angela? So the last video I did before this one, check it out. Around the 4-minute mark, you'll start seeing orbs like crazy. Oh, like it's nuts. I don't know what's up with this. Like, and then today when I got on, I saw an orb and I was like, no way, it's so cool. Then I asked for another one, but I got busy. I love orbs. They're so cool. Last one I saw was on my wedding day, and that guy was very abusive. So take that for what it's worth. All right, we're done with that deck. One more, and we'll see what the cards say that I just pulled. I haven't looked at them yet. Oh, I'm just so ready. Like I can see it coming. I can feel it coming, but the heaviness is absolutely rampant. So not only do we raise the light, we raise the dark. And the dark is fighting. Like I'm going to scratch your face off. I don't want to go down. Like you'd see in a horror movie, right? Like, what? I ain't going down. No, that's right. Going down. Yes, my last video. I deleted the live meditation because I wasn't happy with the so it's the last video on my thing other than this one. Yes, ma'am. And you'll see it at the 4-minute mark. All right. Well, that's interesting. All right. This is interesting. So the collective cards I got is devotion. Devotion. Okay, so what I'm hearing with this one, like, come on, Emma, there you go, devotion. She's very beautiful. She's very loyal. But I'm hearing she's loyal to her own life. So what they're saying with this one is be devoted to self right now. Be devoted to your beliefs and your beliefs solely. Don't let others try to dictate your beliefs right now. You don't even have to let me dictate your beliefs. Take it for what it's worth, right? Like, do your research. Go with your own feeling, okay? Stay devoted to your truths, okay? Stay devoted to your truths right now. And that's what you're being asked to do. Stay devoted to the light. That's what they're also saying. Excuse me. Stay devoted to the light. Okay, that means don't get caught up in any of the darkness. Don't get caught up in any of the darkness at all. There's people like me. We're not spewing for you. Are you blind? Are you an idiot? Like, those don't come out of our mouths. It's, can you please wake up to what's been happening to you? Look what's been happening. Right? There's like, they're doing this, they're doing that. Like, this is hurtful. Okay, so there's a difference. All right, so stay devoted to the light and stay in the light. Do not get caught up in the hatred, the judgment. Nora began right as I said that. I'm on a plastic cherry. I don't know where okay. Memories of love. All right, so with this one, I'm hearing a couple things, okay? Memories of love, memories of love. So they're telling me to stay in a good place. They're telling me to stay in a happy place. So this one's also pointing to our thoughts for me. So keep your thoughts positive. Keep your heart space open. Keep your thoughts positive. Please, 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 because the darkness is here to be removed. Okay, it's gonna be removed, and you don't want to be a part of any of that. Okay, you don't want to be a part of any of that. So hang on to the memories of love. Hang on to good thought spaces and expansion of the heart. Okay, and I feel like this is really hard right now, but hang on to that. And this is for the collective, and then we'll get right into personal messages. This card, and this is referring to the darkness. This is referring to what you're being presented with. They're saying that nothing will come of that situation. That is not, so it's going to be a positive switch. It's going to be very positive. Nothing was going to come of what you were being presented with, right? Nothing will come of that situation because it's not reality. You're being filled a bunch of shit screens. You're being filled a bunch of black smoke that is not real. It was all void of course. It was all a distraction. It's all a distraction. Okay? It's all a distraction. And so will a blackout. So I'm also seeing that within this too. So we may get that blackout as a distraction. So please stay in the love and the light. Please be devoted to the light right now, because you don't want to be a part of the muck that's going to go down. You don't want to be a part of the muck that's being removed from the earth. That's the whole purpose of this. It's called, listen to other people like me. Listen to everybody around the world over the last year. They've talked about it. We're going into heaven on earth. We're going into the age of Aquarius. We're going into the golden era, okay? And so nothing's going to come out of that darkness anymore, all right? So it's not going to be traumatic switch. It's going to be a very happy, positive one that I'm very much so looking forward to. And that's what's coming. And that's what's in the cards. Nothing's going to come out of the darkness. Like, you can't create beauty out of dark, okay? And if things were to remain, it's quite the darkness that you don't want to stay in. So just know it's going to be beautiful. And it's always darkest before the light. Okay? That's it for the collective. Let's do this. All right. Roger, you asked first. If you're still here, let me know. Absolutely. Absolutely. Surely I will ask about that. Cool, Roger. You're up. Do you have a specific or just want general, sunshine? You've been with me for a year. You got anything you want removed? You want me to just run with it? What you want? What you want, Home Slice? Again, if you guys would donate, that'd be great. I'm not requiring it today. You could always use it. So what do you want? Specific. Of course, I'm shuffling the feminine deck, and I can hear laughter. Roger, I can hear laughter. Like, are you going to pull one of those for him? That's what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm hearing that, Roger. Like, are you really going to pull a feminine card? You want a feminine card? It's just funny. They're like laughing at me. Roger, have you had self-doubt lately? They're pulling me towards my homemade affirmations. So I'm feeling like you may have had some self-doubt, and I'm getting some chills with that. Okay, so I'm just going to pull you a positive affirmation card and see what's coming up for you. See if this isn't it, but this is what I'm starting with. Okay, Roger. Yeah, I feel like you're like, God, like, why am I not, like, we're in a weird void. Okay, first of all. So don't think like you missed anything, Roger. Don't feel like you missed the boat. Don't feel like you failed. We are in a little bit of a void as a collective. Okay, so right now it's really hard to feel that oomph or to get things started. Okay, first of all. All right, so this is kind of a feminine aspect of this one, so don't take it that way, but I am fierce, right? How about I am badass? I am badass. I don't even know if I spelled that right. I was channeling that day. Yes, I am. I'm asking for donations, Kenny, but today I'm just trying to help everybody with the energy. So yes. So anybody who does want to donate, please do. I would greatly appreciate it, but I am going to try to get everybody who's here. Okay. So I am fierce, Roger. So I want you to look at it like I am one powerful badass. Okay. Can you tell yourself that, please? I am one powerful badass. Like, I'm an awesome dude. Like, holy hell, Roger. Man, Roger, I think you're an amazing person. Okay. And so I don't know if you get a lot of validations for that. I don't think you do. I don't. Yes. Okay. So, Roger, I don't think you get a lot of validations for that. And that's what Spirit's showing me. Your solar plexus is a bit blocked, so your creativity, right? So solar plexus, right? Your solar plexus is a little bit foggy. So as I went into your solar plexus, forgive me, yes, I did. I heard Stevie Nicks' song, Break the Chains. We will never, never break the chains. Keep us together. We'll be running in the shadow. All right, so I think you got some shadow pieces in there, Roger. Got some shadow pieces going on in there. And shadow work takes a little bit to do. So I call into Tonka. I have the fire. I go into your chakras and I pull out pieces of shadow and we build it by the fire and then we dance around it. So if you've done shadow work with me, like I get so into it and it takes a while. So I really can't do that for you right now. But Roger, as a gift to you for being loyal to me for a year, following me, staying by my side, I would be willing to give you a little bit of shadow work. If you want to personal message me, I still have my messenger going. You can do so, and I'll give you a 30-minute shadow work, okay? Because you got to have it. I feel like it's there, and it's very important for you. And I know you're in a different country, and I know the situation. So please just message me, and I will help you get rid of your shadow. I can't do it. I can't do it on a live just because I don't think everybody would want to watch that for an hour. Are you hearing me? Let me know that you accept that, and we will move on to the card message for you really quick. You've got some shadow pieces coming out of your solar plexus, especially that's blocking your creativity. Not a big deal. It's just surfacing because it's time. So I can give you a 30, okay? And no, I don't always do that for everybody, but it's super needed. Okay, good. So message me. You will get a 30-minute shadow clearing. And the cards say, Roger, you're not some small potatoes. You're not some small potatoes. You're not a nobody. You are a somebody. And there's a lot of power in you. And it's time you're stepping into your power. And that's what this year is all about for you. You're going to be stepping into your power. Yes, there's a female. Yes, it's about also love development, love growth. Coming into that and possible marriage too within the next year or two that I see. But you're coming into your power, okay? And so we gotta get rid of those shadow pieces. All right? And so you're taken care of. Okay, just message me. My calendar's pretty open, minus my, I have the healing retreat coming on the 15th, and at the end of the month, I'm doing my my creative workshop. So other than that, I've got a little bit of openings going on. So yeah, I don't want you thinking you're small potatoes, okay? Oh, my ears are ringing as you said that. And I will tell you, Roger, that once you do that, you'll probably have more gifts surface, okay? And yes, medium. You are a medium. I've told you that. I think I told you that like a long time ago. I don't know if you questioned it again, but you are one, all right? It is super hot. All right, who's next? I gotta open my window and make it like loud, but I'm super hot, y'all. So let me go do that while the next person tells me they're up. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty then. Do you want me to pick, or do you guys want to just be like, me? Angela, I know you were one of the next ones that said me. Are you ready? You still with me? Forgive me, you guys. It's like super hot. When I do these, I sweat. I don't like it. Yeah, it's there for you, Roger. And after you do your shadow work, it might hit you hard. Cool. All right, Angela. Did you have a specific, or do you want general? What do you want? What you want? What you want, Home Slice? But Roger, yeah, this whole next year, you're going to be coming into your power and your abilities. So, if mediumship is what you want to do, yes, then I would say start to develop. You're going to be developing it further. It's really about free will, but that is one of your main gifts. Yes. General. All right, Angela. Angela, are you aware you're a priestess? Because that's what I heard. Absolutely, Katie. You guys, I don't have a ton on here. When I get bigger numbers, I won't be able to do this so easily, but Angela, right away when I went into your space, you guys, I heard priestess. Okay. So, you know, I know there's a little bit of that in me as well, like the whole shaman thing, right? But just start, it's just as simple as, oh my gosh, did you guys not see that one? Okay. What the? Oh, I just got chills. You guys, it's like taking my breath away. Do you not see this? Am I like the only one seeing that? Holy shit. All right, that one gave me chills. Hello. I've never had this happen before. Yes, I know. See, like that was crazy, you guys. It gave me chills. Like I'm not kidding. I still got them. I like took my breath away too. I don't know who the heck's with me. I feel like there's three of them here. I could tap in, but I kind of like not knowing. So I'm just gonna let that be. All right. So Angela, I heard priestess. You are like you're like a shaman priestess, right? But I don't even like to limit it to that. High priestess. And so you can start making your own. I'm not into dark magic. People put dark in the light. Okay, you can make spells. You can make mantras. Natural healing elixirs, perfumes. Are you aware of all of that? Because I'm hearing ringing like crazy right now. I've never had that happen in any of my... You guys, this is nuts. I haven't changed anything for my videos. Like, except today I got 50. Okay, you already do those. Okay, so that's also validating. Okay. All right, so that's just validation so far, right? Isn't that cool, you guys? Oh my god. Let's see what else I want you to know, Angela, since you're already doing that. Okay, why are you showing me what she already does? It validates it, though. It lets us know that. And you use 1G5. That's perfect. That's absolutely fine. You do know, though, this next year you'll have more coming for you, too. So just don't be afraid to let them come. Don't be afraid to step into that. you're getting validations for that, so maybe you'll be more like, okay, I got this. This is who I am. I'm going to do this, blah, 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 type of a thing. I always wonder why they just want me to validate sometimes. I'm like, okay, let's give her something she doesn't know. Okay. As I go in your energy, I have a few things happening, Angela. So I see you on a journey. I see you traveling. I see you traveling through what looks like a path, and there's like trees around you and greenery around you. So I don't know if you're doing guided meditations. I'm thinking that's what this is showing me. It's not going into your energy, girl. I'm hearing ringing like crazy. My head is tangling like crazy, and I'm like, what is all of this? Like, you are ascending like no other. You have jumped about 3 timelines, right? Whatever that means. I don't study this outside of my spirituality, guys. I go with what I am given. Gosh, like, what is this? What are they trying to tell me? I'm seeing these journeys. I'm seeing you go on new journeys, but spiritually, I can see you start to do guided meditations for people. Are you already doing those? Or is that something new? I'm like, they're giving me stuff she already does. That's a lot. Maybe you need validations to trust what I'm saying. I keep going right back there, so just give me a minute. I'm going to walk the path that they have me walking on. And I'm like behind you, and you're like walking up this path, and there's like all kinds of greenery around us. So you're going to help people go on internal journeys. So it's kind of like the hypnosis type thing. You're going to take them into places to find their deepest, darkest truths that way. Does that make sense? Aww. Aw, thank you, Jacinth. Very much so. Okay. All right, Angela. That makes a lot of sense then to what I'm seeing. Okay. All right. And that's why I'm dizzy as hell. Okay. So the roller coaster ride that they're trying to take you on is a healing one. Okay. So it's trying to get you to navigate that path and allow things to surface. You're very tough. I know you do this work already. And sometimes when we do this work, it's hard to find the right person to heal it for us. Does that make sense? Like, it's not that we all can't. It's just sometimes we got to do it on our own. And you are an alien. And so that's why it's like, it's not aliens invading. They're not trying to kidnap you. I think that's all misconceptions or anything like that. So I don't know if you believe that, but I think some people might. But it's really, you're releasing the shaman thing, right? So you've been on like a shadow journey. You're ascending like flipping crazy. And so that does cause emotions. Okay. And so that's really what that dream is about. Oh no, anybody else's connection keep breaking up? Just since it is. So hopefully nobody else's is. But I hope that makes sense, Angela. So I don't want you to worry about that. Now, once you finish that emotional roller coaster ride of release, you are going to ascend even further. You're going to come into a new ability, and you're going to be able to take people deep into the darkest parts of their soul. All right? You are a shaman. You are a priestess. That is part of your purpose. So you're going to take them on deep, 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 deep ones. Oh no, Donnie does too. Hers is messing up too, you guys. Mine's hardwired. Let me make sure my other Wi-Fi is on. Hopefully they're not messing with me. No bad connection. All right, I turned my Wi-Fi off. Thank you to who did donate. I just saw I got a donation, so I just want to say thank you. I didn't see who. Okay, Katie's good with hers. Yeah, so Angela, you haven't done that yet? Because it's almost like you, so this is probably something you've done many times over. That's a big wow. Okay. So if you need help with that, I'm here because I do those too. Okay. Like I said, I help people come into the newness of gifts. So it's not like we have to go into quantum, HHT, hypnosis. I've worked with people all the time. I take them on internal journeys, and that is who you are. Yes. Right? Yeah. So some of us psychics have these crazy dreams, I'm telling you. Oh, okay. You've been down that road lots. Okay, so, yeah. You mean people giving those to you? Is that what you mean? Or doing them lots to other people? Drawing messages. Sometimes it's nice to be in person. Let's see what the cards have to say, Angela, because that's what they're showing me so far. It's just going on that journey, doing your releasing. You're going to come to a place where you're going to be taking people into deep soul journeys all the time, but on like a deep, deep level. Newness. So there's going to be newness to it. So it's not going to be like following a book. You're going to go into meditation and you will just go with your guides, right? Yes. Yes, Angela, that's why you're getting that. So when I went into your energy, it was major crazy influxes. Like my head is tingling. And I do this naturally, but it wasn't mine. This is yours. You are ascending. You've skipped multiple timelines. Absolutely wise. I don't think you're sick. I don't see that you're sick. I think it's absolutely because of that. So when I do these, I sweat like crazy. It'll seem like I'm already getting like, whew. I hate it. It's like a release too. Okay. Yes, you're shifting. You're shifting consciousness. And the deck I was drawn to is my Lemuria deck. You are an alien, right? You are a star. So I think we've talked about that. Let's clarify that a little bit. That's what I just told you. Okay. All right. Okay. That explains a lot. All right. And that's why I said, I know you're tough. You have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. You have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. And that's hard because I get it. As soon as we let our guard down, people like to stick daggers into us, right? You guys, I'll be the first one to tell you, spiritual people aren't always nice. Wake up. They're not always nice. And if they're not, run. Okay? I literally went in the other day. I'm like, what's wrong? I could feel it in my throat. I had to sit here with my throat bowl over and over, like help clear this. I had to go into my own chakra, and somebody put a dagger there. Okay? Spiritual people aren't always nice. I get that, Angela. I know, and I feel like you've been violated, almost like our energy is like raped. You have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. You have to know when to let that guard down, because if you're doing it with everybody, then we can't help them heal to the fullest. And you are going to be taking people on dark, deep journeys into the deepest, darkest parts of their soul. See? And so you've got to let yourself be vulnerable, because you need to be able to access the infinite. It's like the infinite is knocking on your door, right? All abilities. I told you we're all capable of them. We really are. It's just how far are we on our journey, okay? And Angela's somebody who's probably been at this longer than I have. I can feel that. And so, you've got the infinite lined up for you, accessed for you, available to you on a mass level, but you're blocking a part of it because you're not allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough in the right times, okay? And so just know that's the one thing they're really asking you to be, is to be able to discern when to be vulnerable and when to really put up that bubble. And if you're working with somebody you feel like you got to keep putting up a bubble, don't work with them anymore. Okay? Let them go. There's tons of people who can work with people out there, right? I love her so much, but I went ahead and sent her to somebody else too, because I feel like they have the answer for her, right? So that's always okay. But allow for that vulnerability. It's really trusting yourself a little bit more. You've got to trust yourself a little bit more. I don't know why you wouldn't. You're so there. Like, you're so capable. You're so connected. Okay? And you have more power. Like, just set up that protection. Do the lightning protection. Like, spirit, whoever is not for me, crash. Bye-bye. Okay? Use muscle testing. Okay. Okay, so feel like what you've got to release. It's in your sacral chakra, and a little bit in your root. Sacral chakra and root, you're housing some disconnect from that like motherly love stuff, like disconnecting from the earth a little bit at times, probably because you've ascended too, so that could be why. But there's some stuff in your sacral and your root. And so, yeah, I use muscle testing, see if that's accurate. Okay. Another orb, holy shiznazzles. This is so cool, you guys. I've never had, until the last two videos, it's just been like orbs like crazy. Did I just see another one? Is that another one? So I'm not alone. They're showing in physical form now. You're so welcome, Angela. You are so very welcome. There's a lot here, and I've already kept this on for a while. So if you guys want the next live that I'll do some releasing for you guys. How's that? But just sit with that. Angela, try this. Try setting the intention. Drop the light from the earth and take it into that chakra, okay? And then just remove what's there. Let me know how that goes for you. I know you can do it like on your own, all that way. Okay? Drop that light, take it into that chakra, and start pulling out that muck. All right, who's next? Just if you had a specific, remember that. Donita. Donita, I didn't even get to, you're my Patreon member. You're my new Patreon member. Cool. All right, Angela, let me know too. I'd love to hear about it. You can comment here and say, hey, I did it. Brianna Walters, I still am on Messenger under that. You can message me. Just let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Donita, you're up, girl. You missed out last time I was able to do them because I was on you-know-what forum. How about you, Donita, Katie, and then Jacinth? That order so far. Donita, do you have a particular? Do you want a message? You're so sweet. You always just kick back. You joined my Patreon, and I have not been able to give you one yet. So, okay. So I would absolutely say your dog's feeling energy influx. My daughter's been like that the last couple of days. Dogs are highly sensitive, you guys. They really, truly are highly sensitive. Animals are already connected on the level that we're going into. But I'm going to feel into that a little bit more because I'm also hearing he may be picking up on you. Donita, I'm going to ground you, okay? So I'm going to take your cards. Got a little bit of blockage in your left hand. I'm removing that. It's like a thorn that was just in your left hand. So lately they've been having us ground from our hands, our feet, and our roots. So I'm just going to do that really quick for you. So I'm pulling energetic cords out of your hands. Whew. Whew. Sorry. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's ever been done for you. It really took my breath away. I'm going to bring the one from your root chakra down. And then your feet. You know, your left root on your left foot keeps like, I don't want to connect to this crazy world right now. Okay, so I'm going to pull them all down. Now, as I did that, I already feel like the energy in your space shifted. So I'm just pulling them all down together through the layers, the rock layer, the sediment layer, the water layer, and I'm letting the water layer cleanse them, activate them. Your sister is with you. Okay. I think that's who your dog is also seeing. So So, on the behaviors, are they like staring off into anything? Do they seem like somebody might just come into the room? Yeah, I'm getting major chills. So your sister is with you. She's been with you, like nonstop, and I'm getting chills up my spine. I'm getting chills on my spine, and I see her wearing like this red flannel, like a dark red flannel, but not like a usual flannel, almost like a smaller print flannel. Um, Very cute. And it's got like those little pearly type buttons on it, and that's what she's showing me. And I'm seeing darker hair. That's how it's being presented, darker hair at the time. Um, she wants you eating broccoli. Do you eat broccoli? She's like, she's just simply wanting to be with you, really. So I'm trying to see what her message is. I'm trying to see why the urgency in being with you. I think, really, honestly, it's just to be with you through this transition. Um, I mean, like 3 days. 3 days she's been with you. And I see your alarm clock marked 111. Your alarm clock is marked 111, Donita. Like waking up and seeing an alarm clock and it says 111, and it's like one of those old alarm clocks, like back in the 80s, like one of those old ones. Do you know what I'm talking about? And that's what I'm being presented with right now. It's like I don't know if she's messed with the clock. I don't know if we've had a thing go off at 111. I'm not sure the significance of why I'm seeing it, but I'm seeing it. It's like next to a bed, like in your room. Old clock, I see it say 111. She's actually laid on the bed with you. I feel like she's wiped a tear from your face. So I don't know if you've called on her. She's very much, I just got major chill. Okay. So she's very much so with you. She's trying to comfort you. She's trying to help ease your transition. She says what you can do actively for your health is broccoli, something about broccoli, like almost every day. Please be eating broccoli like every day right now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I think it's been 3 days. I don't know why she's been with you for 3 days, but she's been with you for 3 days. And like, again, the 111. But that's also telling me you're also ascending too. Okay. So you're going through the ascension. The dream was a warning. All right. It was a warning. It doesn't necessarily mean that's where you are. I feel like you've always had that fear. So it's almost like you can bring it about if you keep thinking about it, type of a thing. So just be mindful. I want you to constantly imagine you're healthy, vibrant, all of those things, okay? And a bunch of cards fell out, so I'll just go over all. I pulled one, and then I had a bunch fall out for you. And so there's that. Now, also, your dog is feeling you ascend. So your dog is getting a few things. Your dog is feeling the earth change too. Plus, your dog is very sensitive to the negative, okay? I still see somebody watching you, Donita. I still see somebody at times like peeking over a bush. So just be mindful of protections, okay? Just be mindful of protections. So see if there's any other message she has for you. She is a guardian angel for you. She calls herself your guardian angel. And I don't know what the significance of that dang shirt is, but I see the buttons again. They're like very beautiful curly buttons. Do you have this shirt of hers? Do you have a shirt of hers? Oh, oh, oh my gosh. It's her birthday tomorrow. Well, no wonder. But do you have a shirt of hers? What is with this shirt? Something with a shirt. It's like a big deal. Do you have this shirt? I don't know. She's pointing to that shirt. I'm not sure if it was a shirt she passed away in. I'm not sure what's the significance of the shirt and why it's so vibrant, but I see the beautiful pearly white buttons on it. Happy birthday to her. And she's, again, showing me somebody peeking outside the bush. So please just know that you do have a bit of a stalker. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if you have the shirt and she's trying to remind you of the shirt. Maybe she's just letting you know, validating it that way. I'm not exactly sure. But she's with you. She's been with you for 3 days. She'll probably be with you for a little bit longer. And your dog's just an extreme sensitive. So when he gets like that, just kind of rub his ears, just kind of draw the energy out through his feet. Okay. And then the cards actually say, Donita, a lot of positive. This is a lot of beautiful positive things. And I'm also being drawn to 333. So you're financially supported. You just got to call it in. Call in what you need. But again, remove the expectations, because I know that's a question, because I see it within your energetic field. So start writing down, start manifesting. Thank you. Don't forget you can do that. Our words are very, very, very powerful. But they also want you to protect yourself. Somebody does like to spy on you, and I'm not sure why. But she gives me that visual of peeking over the bush. Okay, so I got Door to Romance. All right, it's available to you if you want it. So there's spirits telling me if you want it. Yeah, your dog is very sensitive, but that's okay. Yes, creepy stalker. But I think you know who it is. All right. But so romance is going to be available to you if you want it. Okay. As somebody you don't know, I'm hearing a stranger, but you're ready, and so it's all if you want it. It'll be free will, but you're going to be presented with that too within the next few months. And again, I don't want time, but that's what I'm seeing. I heard 3 months. They're wanting you to sit with appreciation. So this is, my ears ringing. So I'm also seeing with your health, okay, Donita. So thank you. I'm going to be healthy, and imagine yourself just growing into this beautiful, healthy, elderly soul, right? Where nobody has to take care of you, right? I already think you may have thought of that. I don't want anybody changing my diapers. I don't want anybody having to take care of me. Like, I know you, Miss Donita. So I love you. Just sit with appreciation. Thank you so much for where I am. Thank you, Spirit, for hearing my calls. Thank you for this love. Thank you for this guidance. Thank you for my protection. Thank you for my beautiful new love coming. Thank you for my marriage. Oh, shoot, Donita. You want to get married? Like, I can see you in a wedding dress, and it's like off-white. Why in the world would we wear white? Girl, I don't know if I'm in your thoughts, so I'm going to get out of there. So the next card is community. So they're wanting you to get more access to community, more access to other people too, right? I feel like that's super. Oh, okay. So this is also taking me back to be ready again, because I think we've talked about this before. Like, I see you being a support for like teenagers, especially females. Okay, and so you're a community leader as far as that goes, and they're really wanting you to try to find that avenue. It's super, super, super important for you now. You've been on a journey. You're going on a journey of ascension, a journey of new love possibilities, possibly even marriage. Okay, so it's all about the journey. It's all about the journey. It's not about anything else but a beautiful journey. But be ready to go on more things. Be ready to do more things, and also be ready to travel. That'll be a little later within the year, the traveling. 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. Okay, so heart space. And this is also why your sister's showing me the tear. So as soon as I grabbed this card, I saw the tear. Okay, so you've got some releasing to do within the heart still, honey. But that's okay. Just set the intention, go into your heart, expand your chakra, write it out, what comes, cry it out. Okay, please do cry it out. You've got to allow the tears to flow, because this is part of that stagnant energy that can cause sickness. Okay, so tap into that, allow it to flow. Allow you guys, the next one I'll come on, I'll do straight blockage removals and things like that too. Okay, but that's really what's coming up for you, Donita. Surround yourself with green too, just to help heal, to help keep that light in there. Call on Raphael to help put some healing light in your heart space. Okay, it's like exposures. I get that. You've already exposed a lot of it. You've already been working on the healing process. And that's why the door to romance is there. Okay. And so, again, free will. You've got a lover coming. You've got a possible marriage coming. They're wanting you to reach out to more people, to allow yourself to be involved with the community more. And there's possible travel too. So sit with appreciation for everything. Okay. I know. I'm like, whoa, do you want to get married? You're so welcome. Aw, you're so welcome, Danita. Keep me posted on all of that. You'd be like, girl. I think you know who the stalker is, though. This is like nothing. I think I've told you this before. It's just the same energy. It's nothing new. Same energy. And yeah, I feel like it'll go away. I do. Just put up your protections. Continually do so. And just ask the angels to remove him from your energy. Okay, like completely. Thank you. I don't even know how my laugh is. At least it's not like ridiculousness as ladies, right? She's got crazy laugh. Okay. You guys, I don't remember the order. I said Danita, Jacinth, who else? Whoever was next. Sing. Happy birthday, Darlene. She's really pretty. I love her energy. And that was the first time she really came on that strong for you. She is there. So wherever your dog barks off to or like shies away from, just talk to her over there. You're like, what's up? Who is next, y'all? I know, Katie and Jacinth, is that it? Did I get everybody else already? Like, who did I miss? Keep me posted, you guys. Hopefully it didn't cut out. Just gonna do a little bit of a third eye clearing really quick. Who's next? Is it Jacinth? Kathleen. Okay. Kathleen and Katie, is that what it was? And Jacinth? I know all of you are there. I gotta get all of you. And it's just you guys, right? Okay. Kathleen, absolutely. I think it was Kathleen, Jacinth, and Katie, maybe. Who cares? We're all here. I got y'all. All right. Kathleen. Hey, you guys, we're all going to be going through transformation. So as soon as I said Kathleen's name, I heard the word transformation. But I want you to know this is going to be a year of transformation for all of us. So that's a general message as well. Kathleen. Surrendering is really hard for you. They're asking you to surrender something. What is it they're wanting you to surrender? They're telling me to get my surrender deck. Where's my surrender deck? Oh, there it is. I'm surrounded by decks now, y'all. Okay. Yes, Jacinth. Yes. I think you are right, ma'am. I do. I think you are right. And then we'll do Katie. And thanks for hanging in there with me, you guys. These ones ready to do messages and messages getting a little long. Woo! Okay. Kathleen. Soon as I picked up my deck, I had 3 fly out. I know. I love lots of decks too, Angela. It really does. And Spirit will use them too. Like, they're going to this one. Don't go to this one. This one means that one. Like when Roger came on and I had my goddess deck, they started laughing. They're like, well, he's not a goddess. He's more like a god. Another orb? Oh! Did you see that one? You guys, that one gave me chills too. That one went like, this is nuts. Hi. I'm not sure what to do. I get chills with it. You know, I wish you could see my goosebumps. Like, it's nuts. Oh, wow, I know. Okay, so Kathleen, they said surrender, and as soon as I grabbed the deck, 3 went flying, and I said, are these all for her? I thought they weren't. They said they are. Okay. What was the first thing? Okay, so I know, it's just This is, did you see that one was, boom? All right, you really want me to, I've been hearing ringing too. I'm just focusing on the messages for you guys, not who they are. I can maybe tune into who they are later, but I want to kind of get through the messages. They're giving me chills, and I wanted to shot straight up and like, whew. One of them is my guardian angel. Yeah. Whew. I mean, I've got fairies. I've got my guardian angel. Whew. Yeah, there's quite a few here. Yeah, they are moving fast, aren't they? Yeah, let's just get over the message, because I think that's a whole nother video right there. I'm like in awe. I'm just going to tell them thank you for being here. I love it. I love the energy. It's really giving me a lot of chills. It's been taking my breath away. I feel like I'm surrounded by all kinds of things right now. But Kathleen, surrender to trust. You have a hard time. Gosh, brand new camera. Should be working better. Sorry, you guys. Trying to get it to adjust. Don't know what's up with that. Surrender to trust. You can kind of see it there. Surrender to trust. Now, with this one, Kathleen, I'm more drawn to the universal flow, like the energy within the card. I really think you trust, but you only trust on a certain level. That's funny you say that, Angela. My chart, I'm a huge humanitarian. That's my whole purpose. But, okay, Kathleen, surrender to trust. It's like you trust to a certain level, but when it comes to massive energies, you're like shut down. It's almost like you get a little scared. And so you've got to surrender to that trust and that knowing that expansion is absolutely okay. And I feel like you've expanded a lot and you've come a long way, but it's like they're ready for the next releasing for you right there. Trust yourself and your decisions, okay? Don't let others fill your headspace. And I know you like to make others happy, like your loved ones. But you have your own mind and your own thoughts and your own inner knowing, okay? So trust it. Even if it goes against the contrary, they will follow, they said. They will follow you. It is a big mission, Angela, let me tell you. A very, very hard one. And also part of my mission is to make others lots of money, too. So that's coming, too. So just all that basic. I've been getting to know my chart. Like, I'm super excited. But Kathleen, oh my gosh, and then, okay, then it says, don't be swayed by, I wasn't even reading it. I should read this right. Yes, you are up-leveling, okay? But this is about surrendering so that you can, okay, because that's a part of it. They want you to surrender so that you can up-level more. But don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Okay, so I was reading into the card before I even read it. That's exactly what I said, isn't it? So I feel like you have opinionated people and you like to make people happy, but you've got to surrender all of that, okay? Don't worry about it. They will follow you, okay? So that's also the thing I'm hearing is they will follow you. As you surrender, you'll up-level more. That's why you're being asked to surrender these things. Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. So, Kathy, what I'm hearing here is you need to think outside the box for a solution. And I feel like it's about your career. And they're wanting you to think outside the box. And this goes with that whole surrender to trusting, surrender to your inner knowing, even if it's contrary to what everyone around you is saying. Okay? Because somehow your inner guide knows more than what they do on the outside, all right? But don't worry, because they'll all fall into place and they will all have your back. It's not like you're going to lose them if they don't agree with you. And you may have actually wondered that, because I get it. Not everybody is like you around you. If I'm going too far or if I'm misstepping, let me know. I feel like I totally went into your headspace as well, and I don't mean to, but I do. So just stay open to all those creative ideas. And make sure that you are allowing your intuition to help you solve the problem, because I think it's going to be outside of everybody's expectations for your answers. And you already know. Surrender to your soul's path. Okay, this is that last little bit of it. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Okay, and this is all of what's coming up for you right now. is that your guidance, your solution is not going to be like everybody else's thoughts or what everybody sees on the outside. Okay, and so as soon as you allow that to come and you take action on what's coming through and you're surrendering to that and letting it flow and letting the universal energy help guide you, you are going to expand. I'm hearing, what gifts do I have? Is that a question? What gift? You're so welcome. Do you want to know what gift? Okay, so did you have a thought of what gifts do I have? So let's go. So start channel writing. Okay, start writing. Start literally like this. This is like how I started. Spirit, and it's really awkward at first. I get that. It's like, this is really real. Don't think about it, okay? Because you'll notice too, like even when you do it, you'll have different handwritings. If you let it flow, you're not in your head, okay? So that'll answer that right there. Okay, all right. See, I knew you did think that. Sorry, I get right in your headspace. You guys are getting more powerful. So if ever you guys feel violated, let me know. I will step right back out. But I go with what guys tell me to do. So it's really awkward at first, but grab a notebook and be like, what do I need to know or do right now? Period. Spirit, what do I need to know or do right now? And it may not come right. Just sit in stillness, okay? If you feel like you're thinking, drop into your heart space and just sit there in quiet. And then whatever pops through then, write it down, all right? But write it down. And then keep going and keep going. And as you do it, it gets easier and easier until all of a sudden you're channeling without the pen and the paper. Do you remember when I first came on the scene? I was like writing everything down at first, and then I would come on and read this long channeled message. And now I don't write anything down. I come on, I set my intentions right away, and then it's just like flowing. And so it's awkward, it's clunky, it's like learning to ride a new bike at first, but you are a channeler, Kathleen. Okay? As a channeler, our abilities grow. They grow into non-limits. Okay? The only limits we have, y'all, is the limits we put on ourselves. Okay? But they're saying start opening up to channel writing, and this will also help you listen to your own guidance. Okay? Literally, just sit with it. Right? See? I just got chills too. Yeah. So just, what do I need to know or do right now? And let it come. If you feel like they're your thoughts, just imagine putting them in a bubble, setting them away, focus on your heart space, stay in stillness, hum, and then whatever you get, write it down. Okay? And that's how you start. That's really, truly how you start. You're so welcome. And then once you go from that, your more abilities will come. Because yes, you can do it all. You can read cards. You can, it's all there for you to take. And you can tap into mediumship too. I don't feel like that's necessarily where you might want to go with it. It could be. It's all about free will. But your abilities are more in just messages and love and healing people that way. Yes, right? I know, huh? So that Kathleen, Jacinth, and Katie? Right. Sorry, guys. I should write that down, right? Do I have it right? I think I do. And then I've gotten everybody, right? Let me know if I missed anybody. Yay! That's beautiful. That is really beautiful, Kathleen. Yay! And then as you channel right, you'll feel more confident, okay? And then you can just start doing them for others, especially after the shift. Don't worry. Don't worry. I feel like there's a lot of people around you who aren't seeing things clearly yet, and don't worry, okay? They will very quickly. Things are about to take a massive shift, and so those who didn't see will see very quickly. It's going to be a harsh awakening for some people, okay? And that's why I still have Recovering Humanity written on my thing from all my workshops. That's the last thing that's left. Oh, so awesome. All right, so Jacinth and then Katie. Am I right? Okay, cool. I was right. Thank you, Katie, for letting me know and hanging in there to the last person. That's my trooper out there. Okay, but also just focus on the initials, or would you like me to ask Spirit if that particular guide you're referring to is at the highest light? Either way. How about I ask either way like that, okay? All right. I'm sorry. I just got an urgent message for Don. Are you still with me, Donita? I heard something in my ear. It said Donita, and then I heard you need a salt bed, like you need to do some water cleansing. Please do some water cleansing. You know your connection with the water. They want you to just like for the next like week, every night, make sure you're doing some water cleansing. Okay, just sent. I'm sorry, you guys. This came through as like it's like an urgent message for her. Something about water cleansing. Okay, absolutely, just sent. Okay. The one I sent you to is a really good one, okay? So I don't think it's that. Okay, perfect. I'm glad you heard that. Just sent. If it's okay with you, I'm going to open your crown a little bit. And I like my new bowls. I don't need them, but it's just fun and the vibrations are great. And I know you love the vibrations too. So really quickly, I'm going to do this as I tap in. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Crown chakra opening activation. Ooh, I feel it tingling in my head, tingling in my head. No. That's what I heard. I heard an astounding no. That's you needing to trust yourself. So you already knew that. Altheia is, she's just not your final solution. She will get you to your next place. But the one that you're referring to, they're saying no. But you already knew that. That's, you're not having an issue with discernment. It's just not taking action on your own gut instinct, right? It's going, wait, that can't be right. Okay, so learn to trust it. It's not that they're the dark. They're not of the dark. They're just not of the highest. But they haven't done our own healing, okay? So that's again coming into wounded healers. And they may not. They may not want to. But that's on them, not you. I think they have an answer, so it's purposeful. But I think you did get what you needed. And just take what you can out of it, but leave the rest behind. Okay, so there might be things you can learn from it. All right, so we can always learn something. But if you feel like you get pains on your back or anything like that, run, right? Trust your instinct. You are right. That's what they're saying. This is all what I'm seeing. I hear wounded healer. Majorly wounded, though. Like, are they willing to heal? Is all that making sense? It's weird because I was channeling while I was doing this. It was really kind of cool. So just know that was definitely coming out of the top of my head. Where's TT? It's not, again, not, they're the darkest. Sorry, those my neighbors scared me. Not that they're the darkest, because they're not. It's just they have some shadow pieces in there that you're feeling. But they may not have all the answers you're searching for. So it's like pieces of the puzzle, right? I'm going to get a piece here, I'm going to get a piece there, and that's why I set you elsewhere, isn't it? So also, are they willing to do that? Like, pay attention. Ask certain questions. See how it makes you feel. You know what I mean? Go with your gut. It's also to teach you boundaries. Because we went there for a reason, okay? Learn your boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no. But you're already there. You're already getting the answers. It's just trusting them. Okay? A bit cryptic, but being that it's alive and you asked me with initials and things, I just got to tell you what it is. So what they're saying is you were drawn to this person for a reason, correct? That reason may have run its course. right? And so they may not be of the highest light, and that's why they can't exactly take you any further. Okay? I feel like that's the answer. I feel like you got from them what you, and I just got major chills. Does that make more sense? I think when I was channeling with that, it may not have been as clear because I was like off in my head, off up in my crown. But I feel like you were drawn to this person for a reason. You got what you needed to get from that person, and now you're moving on to others. And there may be a time where you'll have to go back again later, but I don't think they can take you any further than what they already have at this time. I think it's just, there's more about you than you're waking up to. So I don't like the word empath. We're coming into a time of new abilities, okay? And so you're feeling new things. And if you aren't willing to trust it, it's going to backfire. And so if you stay, it may backfire, okay? Does that make a little bit more sense? So sometimes they get you to a place, and then they want you to do things on your own. Try to discern on your own. But you're listening. The reason you're asking me tells me everything. It tells me you already know. It tells me you already felt into something not being right. You're already looking elsewhere. I've sent you to somebody else too. It's always good to expand that. And the one I sent you to is very much so the higher light. And her, her abilities are different than mine. But I felt like she had something you needed. Okay, but that doesn't mean that's your final destination either, right? But this other one that you're referring to, I feel like you went for a reason. You way beyond got what you needed, and then you stayed a little past that. And so now your gut is telling you to go, and you're not. I think so. Well, at least that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. So I go with that. I would say yes. And I think you already know that. Right? I still see you bouncing back and forth, so I don't even see you permanently with me, Sunshine. It's like you'll go here for this one, you'll go there for that one, okay? But sometimes we run our course with certain people, okay? And maybe for a couple of years until down the road. But we also don't know where her path is going. Oh, God, there's another, okay. So what they're saying, Jacinth, is sometimes we get these warnings for a reason we may not know why. As I'm saying that, there's like an orb circling me, I think. We may not always know why, but I would say trust that instinct, because I'm also hearing you don't know where her path is leading her. Okay? But I still see you bouncing back and forth between me and another one, and maybe even others. So, just know that you will always be right where you're supposed to be, Spirit is also saying. Okay? And in moments of solitude, please take them. Sometimes we also got to be alone. You need time to reflect. You got to trust your instincts, okay? Because there's going to become a time where you're going to be your teacher. You are going to be your teacher, right? You're going to know. You will know the answers and all of that. See, even Kathleen's saying it. So that's what I'm saying, Jacinth. It's like getting you to trust yourself, because pretty soon you are going to know all you need to know for you and be able to navigate on your own. So you're coming into a place where you may go to a workshop of mine. You may go to a workshop over here. We all need that. Healers always need each other. Trust me. Okay? But I feel like this other person with you has run her course, or his course, whatever it is. I feel like a female, but I feel like it's run the course. Okay? And don't be afraid to have solitude. I feel like, I would say it's a validation. I would say it's a there's like so many validations with these orbs. Yes, and so that's why Spirit's really trying to get you to trust yourself. You already know the answer. Because you're going to come in a time where it's going to be you directing and you navigating your path, and you'll go to a healer like me to help heal that little bit, because we always need each other, okay? So it's not like we're ever alone, and it's not, you're not. You have found your tribe, and we're here. And even if the other social media things crash, we will find each other. We are going to all be right here. This one I don't see going anywhere. And I think I'm talking a little freely other than others because I have such a small following. It's probably a good thing and okay right now. So just know that. And in the moments of solitude, please reflect on everything that you've been through, is what they're saying. You need some time to reflect, and that's where you're at right now. So we go through releasing, we go through new learning. You dumped a whole three different people this last 6 months, just since you did the stepping stones to awaken. Like, you've been through a lot of dang stuff. So make sure you're taking time to reflect and allowing that to absorb into your system. So maybe that's another reason why you need to move on from that person. Okay? Yay! We do rock, you guys. Yeah. That's a really cool message to send. It's time for you to trust. You already know. And so they're validating that. You already knew. That's why you're asking. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking. Trust your soul. So you'll get like, you know that, like, Twitter-pated butterflies. Those are really good signals from here. And then you have the really not so good signals. Right? Pay attention. Red flags are there for a reason, and they don't go away. And we're coming into a time now where they will smack you quicker than before. Okay? So pay attention to all of that. I hope that helped. You are a rock star. You've come so far, Jacinth. Again, I feel like somehow you feel like you didn't do any of the work, but you've done so much work. Like, holy majoli articholi. You did so much work. But I still see you doing some things with me, and I still see you over here doing things over here. So yes, you're just coming into a place where you don't need somebody telling you every step of the way anymore. Okay? All right, Katie. Forgive me. So Katie, as soon as I got into your system, your energy, your system, you're so welcome, Jacinth. You asked if it's good to work. Katie asked if it's good to work with different people. Yes and no. If they're people you trust, yes. If they're people where the energy can mesh, yes. If it's part of your tribe, yes. If you feel like they have something for you, yes. You know, same thing. Like, I have a couple of people I will go to. I had to discern really quickly who was for me and not. Let me give you an example, Jacinth. A person I won't name, who I gave all my trust to, really hurt me. And Spirit kept warning me. This is in mid to beginning of my awakening. Spirit kept warning me. And I'm like, nah, like, I didn't trust it. Like, the feeling and the messages I was getting is like, why would somebody I gave all this money to, why would somebody that I trusted so much block my reviews? Why would somebody I trusted so much stop me from developing? Like, I would tell her, hey, Spirit wants me to do this. And she would tell me, nope, that's not what you're supposed to do. And like, knock me down every which way I turned. And I didn't listen, and it kept getting worse, okay? And so until I listened, she really violated my energy like that. And I'm not saying that's going to be your experience. I'm just saying, when we have those nudges, listen, okay? It's always for a reason, always. All right, so back to Katie. So yes, we can work with different people. Sometimes somebody might have something you need, right? Yeah, absolutely. Like, for instance, there's a lady on Facebook that I love very much, Altheia. She's different than I am. She's not a healer like I am. She does workshops, she does things like that, where I go into your system and I do the healing. She's more like a channel, right? She allows things to come through her and she brings them forth for you. But she does not get directly involved like I do. With that being said, she has had stuff that I'm like, I need, you know, like, and I'll work with her, and I work. Pamela and I will do sessions together too, because her energy and my energy mesh as well. So there's an example, right? So there's two people that I will go to. Mine is very small. I have to be very protective. Not everybody understands me. Again, within the spiritual community, it doesn't mean everybody's like all for everybody being in the light. Everybody gets jealous, things like that a lot too. So you have to be very careful with that. Hopefully we'll come into a place where all that will be gone. I'm sure we will soon. But, with that being said, just trust your instinct, things like that. Okay, so if you have one and you don't have a good vibe with, please trust that. Cut it out, because when they're in your energy, they can cause you more harm than good. And that's with Jacinta, here's an example. Jacinta was with me through my healing, okay? And I would have clunky moments. But even through those clunky moments, it still felt like, you know what I mean? Like it was still okay, and I would always bring it back. And I'm the first one to say, oh, I'm sorry, I was in a healing moment. Okay, so there's discernment there. But if you don't have a good vibe with her, I would say get out of her energy. Do not follow that person, her, him. Do not follow that person, because there's a reason. So either they're at a lower vibration than you are. We don't know all about them. Oh, Angela, I'm so glad you understand me. Thank you. It's so hard to find, isn't it, sometimes? Okay. So I would say that's projection. If somebody is very critical of you, that's projection. They're projecting their stuff onto you. I'm not critical of anybody, because chances are I've been there. We've all had to go through something to get where we are. And so critical is a whole different thing. I would say that's projection of her own inner muck. Okay, Katie? So, let's see what else. Katie, do you want general? Do you have other specific questions you want? So when I went into your energy, Katie, I don't even know if I got to say it, because I keep kind of going back. But I got to give the messages that come. So what I heard is you're ascending, but your body's not dealing with it very well. So it's like affecting you a little bit harder than you would want to. General. Okay. All right. So you may be getting aches and pains. You may be feeling a lot of pressure, I'm hearing. So as I enter into your system, I get a little bit of a headache. I don't feel good, a lot of pressure. And so what would be really, really, really beneficial is making sure you're doing what I call God walks every day. So make sure you're going out in nature, even just for 20 minutes. If it's cold where you're at, I don't know. But taking those moments that you can to just go walk in nature is super, super, super important for you right now, especially in these next couple of weeks, as this darkness is shifting and as we're ascending, because the earth is still ascending. We have not completed that cycle. We have to get rid of all the dark. Once that happens, you guys, it's going to be nuts. So the message, Katie, yep, okay. So the aches and pains are being validated. And here's one thing you can absolutely do is please go out in nature every day and do your best to ground with nature, sit with nature, dig in the dirt. Digging in the dirt, I feel, is very healing for you. So even if you can bring like a terrarium in the house, I'm hearing that would be very beneficial for you. Archangel Ariel is actually stepping forward when I say that. Something about the earth. I think she is related to that, actually. Again, I don't read the book stuff. I go with spiritual and as it comes through. So you can probably even look that up with her. But I feel like they're wanting you to. So if you, I don't know if you have like potted plants, if you can play with some dirt, grow some herbs within your home. You can even maybe have like the grandkids or your family or whoever work, do it with you, right? So loved ones, make it a project. That will really, I really feel like that is going to, like, I can see you playing in dirt, planting pots, and you can do this inside, right? It doesn't have to be outside. And doing it with herbs, doing it with natural herbs that you would eat and use. Oh, good. Okay, but this is, I'm feeling like this is more like herbs. So here's the kicker, Katie. This is what they're showing me. You ready for this? Everybody get a pen and paper, write it down. I feel sorry for those that left. Hopefully people will get this information because this is a really good tidbit. It's coming through for you right now. When we plant herbs and things, your DNA gets mixed in them, okay? They become specific for you. It becomes a healing remedy specific for you. Mint, okay? Your DNA, if you need to spit in the dirt, spit in the dirt, by all means. That's what they're showing me. Mix your DNA with the seeds that you plant. of these herbs. And I wish Andrea was here right now. Usually she's on my lives too. Where the heck did she go? I don't know. I feel like this one's for all of you. Please listen. I will tell her to listen to this one too. I know it's all the way at the end. But start growing herbs in your kitchen and in your home and mix your DNA with it. And this will become medicine for you. And you can do it for your husband. You can do it for your family. Have his own. So, you know, oregano, I'm hearing for him specifically, things like that, right? So just mix the DNA with it. Okay, does that make sense? And grow them, and those become your own medicinals. And you guys, this is awesome information to use. And good Lord, I don't have a green thumb. Maybe I need to learn to have one. I'm going to do that. That actually sounds like a really good idea. So even like lavender, things like that. Now, this isn't something you're going to want to use for other people. This is something you want to use for yourself, like a medicinal for you. Okay? And yes, do your God walks, take the dogs for a walk. Make sure you're connecting with the earth, and that's going to help you in this process. I feel like it's really having a hard time with your system. Isn't that brilliant? Welcome to my channel. Share this out. I'm telling you guys. I got some shit coming through. And it's funny, is I think I heard that before too, but it didn't matter until I needed it, right? And now Spirit's like, hey, have her do that. So please do that, Katie. I really feel like that's super important for you and your husband too. So, you know, you can look up different things to grow at home that help for different ailments, and it'll give you, you know, even something you can learn about. It is a wonderful idea. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, yeah, I don't even think of that. Just saying thank you. Aww. Oh, I love that. That is a good one, right? So, Katie, I don't know if you guys read each other's things, but Jacinth just said that I did a grounding meditation, one of the more recent ones that I did. And she uses it, and it's beneficial when she's not grounding and she goes on her God walks in nature, or she can't go on her walks. She uses that grounding video, and it helps a lot. Whoa, did you guys just see that orb too? Like, this is nuts. I don't know myself with all these orbs, and I haven't been sleeping either. I'm waking up every night in the witching hour. All right, so you had a confrontation when your sister over her. Was it because you wanted her to wear a mask? Like, no. What I want you to hold space for is that there is a lot of, let's say, tension. Abracadabra. Like, there's a lot of tension that has risen. And it's with, they did really good job of putting the fear of God into people over this virus and this vaccine. Right? I know. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. And so with that being said, once the shift occurs, it's all going to calm down. Okay. And so people won't have any choice then to be like, wow, that's really what they did to us. Like, that's really what it was. And we will be able to come back into normal soon. And so with that shift, of course, our relationships will be repaired if they want to be, right? You guys, I'm getting such crazy flip and shit. Like, what the heck is going on here? I don't know, but thank you for all the orbs. Thank you for all the confirmations. What's funny is because as I started working with my chakra bowls, you guys, I'm putting that together right now, is when the orbs started coming tenfold. So maybe I opened up Pandora's box. I've never worked with chakra bowls before, and I'm highly connected, and I've had a Kundalini awakening and things, and as I've been using them, I've been tingling in every which way, and then I've just realized now the orbs are like crazy. So whatever it is, I'm thanking them. I love it. Okay, so Katie, you asked me that before. So the Alzheimer's probably does make her aggressive and angry, and so you just need to also accept that too, okay? I don't think that that'll go away. It may get worse. And I said last time that, yes, I do see her getting into a place soon. Just be thankful that she hasn't yet. okay? Allow the shift to occur, and then she will. She absolutely will. I think last time we tuned in was like 3 months max, and she will be. What could be 3 weeks, but we want to get through. We want to get through the transition first, anyways, because we don't really want them shoving any vaccines. I wouldn't want them shoving vaccines down my loved one's arms until we knew more, at least, right? At least until the energy calms down, maybe something, anything like that. So just hold space that she will when she's supposed to. Yeah, it's hard. Trust me, it's hard. I've had loved ones with that. Yeah, it's really hard because I used to volunteer at a retirement home too, and there was this lady that had it, and it would make me so sad. But every time I walked by, she just was, oh, and she would cry for me. But she would definitely have bouts of anger. And so I don't want you to take it personally. Okay? Please don't take it personally. Hold space that in her heart she is still very much so in love with you as a sister and as a being and looks at you with high regard. Okay? All right? And then just kind of set the intention that she gets what she needs. Orbs are so awesome. Isn't that magical? What the heck is happening? I know. And don't worry about forgetting. It's just as you asked me, I went back into that. I'm like, I think I did. Yeah, I don't mind it being asked again. You're right. I mean, maybe I should just send. The orders have been coming for me. I'm not sure they're necessarily for the group necessarily. It could just be confirmation. As far as I'm concerned, it just means they're with us. I do feel like some are fairies, whether you believe in that or not. I can see a couple around me actually right now. One is my guide, Kathleen, so I can see her hair, and it's like braided like this, and she's very, very pretty, but she looks like she's from like really olden day times. She's very beautiful. So that's also one of them. I'm not so sure if it has to do with anything other than validation, but I love it. Right? I'm going to feel more into that though. Aw, yeah, that's rough, Katie. Sorry. It's rough. It's not a pretty disease. I'm just thankful I was able to help you with yours too. And just hold space for that. But I don't know if, still again, they're nudging me about a family tree. Did you do one? They're wanting you to do one. Oh, I didn't even pull a card for you, did I? I straight went into channeling. Yes, Katie. But they do want you to do a family tree. Still, like that's some urgency. And just into kind of validating that it's just validations. And I feel like I did open up a connection to that realm. So I'm just really thankful for it. And then maybe I will look into it further and do a whole nother thing on it, and we can sit with them or something and just like try to feel into that sometime. I don't know. See if there's any other messages from the orbs or significance. I'm just putting that out there while I pull a card for Katie. Because you're right, it's not something I've really dealt with before. Okay, so it's part of my ascension, I'm hearing too. So it's like I ascended into a higher realm. And so it's just accessed now, like very, very, very easily, I guess. Oof. And apparently I called on support, they're saying, so it's there. All right, what cards do Katie need? What more of a message for her, please? Yeah, so they want balance. Make sure you're in a little bit of a routine of balance for yourself. Soul love, soul growth, soul filling your cup every day. Do those walks. They're wanting to. Okay. Okay, so you are, excuse me, I'm feeling like you've already been going through this. So I got the tower moment. So we got disruption. This represents the tower in tarot deck, okay, which means that you have had. So they have said it's been divine guidance. You're right where you're supposed to be. You're right where you're supposed to be. You've had some disruption, some movement within your space on purpose, because it's brought you into the higher light. You might also be coming into a little bit more of a tower moment, but not necessarily with you, just like the people around you. So certain loved ones are also telling me. And so there's certain people around you that might be going through a divine intervention, like a divine intervention, but it's all purposeful and it's all in point of bringing in higher light. Okay. And that makes sense because that's really going on for all of us right now. Yeah, and we don't want your cup to be empty, so please make sure you're filling that every day. But just know that you've had a lot of divine interventions. You've had things fall apart on purpose that were meant to fall apart on purpose, and you are right where you're supposed to be, including those surrounding you. Plus, some of them are going to go through tower moments, they're showing me. Your loved ones, because the ascension process and the darkness rising. So just be mindful of that and try to always hold the light, okay? And we can, again, shine the light on them, right? Right? I know, Jacinth, I totally agree. That's why that lady the other day who told me by healing others, I'm going to kill myself. She's like, oh, you're using Kundalini energy to heal people. You're going to slowly die, or you're going to die early. And I'm like, what? You guys, as a healer, when we heal others, we help heal ourselves too. Okay, good. I'm glad that makes sense. That's exactly what's happening. It's all divine intervention. But there might be a little bit more darkness before the full light enters. But just keep holding that light, okay? But yeah, Jacinth, you're absolutely right. So as I do these, it helps me too. Yep, as I did those workshops, they benefited me too. Yeah, that is good. But it also gave you the tools, Katie, to help the transition and to help the body extreme validated you were feeling, okay? So just hold space for that. You guys, and as they're telling me, as on our way out, I'm going to do some throat chakra healing. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, this was perfect. Yep. Projecting, you got it. You're right, Angela. She was projecting, and that day is when Spirit was like, remember, darkness is rising. And so that person's actually got a lot of darkness in her. And I was like, okay, individual darkness is rising. And it was a very much so a limited belief, and she lost a lot of money from me because of that. So it was actually really sad. And it made me, pray for her. That's what I did for sure. And I won't name names or anything, right? But we just have to be careful. Thank you. You're so welcome. So you guys, I'm going to send you out with a little bit of throat chakra healing. So if you want to hear it, stay on and hear it. It's going to just be about a minute of it. I thank the orbs and guides and everything that came with us today. This was a really beautiful video. And thanks for watching, because anytime you watch these, you just might get a tip of a lifetime like we all received today, right? So shoot, come join us. Have fun. I loved this. This is going to be every Sunday at 3:30. That is my goal. It's in the air. Sundays at 3:30 now. Works better, I like it. So here we go. No, it doesn't like my mallets, and I'm like, I don't like the wood. So just bear with me. There it is. I found it. There we go. Allow this to just open up your throat chakra. You're so welcome, everybody. So much love to all of you. Remember, get ready for the shifts coming this week. You all are awesome too. Thank you, and thank you for whoever did donate. I so appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is what I do for a living, y'all. All right. Don't be afraid, you guys. That's what they're saying. problem. I love you guys so much. So much love to all of you. I've got you. We're in this together. Anything happens, the moment I can, I'll be right here, okay? Always and always. Won't be on Facebook anymore. I'm running from there. Now go speak your truths. It was beautiful. Bye, everybody. I love y'all. I'll talk to you later.